Hi and welcome back to my Guild Wars 2 video. Today we're going to talk about if Guild Wars 2 is a pay-to-win game. Now, Guild Wars 2 has a cash shop, and most cash shops in any MMORPGs are present nowadays, even the ones with subscription. Think about Final Fantasy XIV with the Mug Station, or World of Warcraft that you can buy cosmetics and even mounts on it. Now, Guild Wars 2 is an MMO that has been out since 2012, and since it's an MMO and it has been out for so long, it's bound to have its business plan changed. So when the cash shop came in 2012, only cosmetics were purchasable throughout this cash shop. Now, with time, it changed and multiple other stuff were added to the game. You gotta pay the DLC or the expansion. Now, particularly to Guild Wars 2, it provides with elite specialization, a little bit like classes that are locked behind content. But Final Fantasy XIV does the same thing, where at a certain level, you need to reach a certain level to get to Astrologian, for example, which is locked under an expansion, or the most current classes you need to have the expansion for it. So I think in terms of like expansions, you can't really say that it's pay to win, because if you want to play the special, elite specialization, you need to buy the game. That's just how it works, or any MMO works. It's still business. It still needs to make money, and it still needs funding to create more experiences for us players to play. Now, additionally, you have to know that there is a conversion system inside of the cash shop of Guild Wars 2 where you can convert gold to gems. So theoretically, you could buy anything for free inside of that game. You just need to take the time for it. So what exactly can you buy in the cash shop? You can buy style. So there are different styles that allows you to enhance your appearance. You can buy utility, like experience buffs, summon NPCs for like banking and stuff like that. This is really more of a convenience. You can buy toys, mini pets, the name of the title says it, it's toys. And where people would ask if it's more pay to win would be most probably the upgrades. So you can buy an additional crafting slot. The way that it's working now is that you got to disable the current profession that you have, and you have to activate the other one, but you never lose the knowledge that you had on the profession. So it's once again more something that is there in terms of convenience. You can buy extra bank slots, you can buy extra space, you can buy a character level boost, you can build a storage, character slots, storage expanders. There's a lot in the upgrades that you can buy. Cash shop is quite extensive. I will say though, all of these upgrades are really more towards the convenience of playing the MMO. You don't really win anything. You're not really ahead of the curve by buying any of these things. But the question remains, what can you win in Guild Wars 2? What would make Guild Wars 2 a pay-to-win game? Because you have to win something, theoretically, to call it a pay-to-win game. Now, when it comes to MMOs, it's a little bit harder, because it's not like in League of Legends, for example, which is more a competitive game, where you could buy a skin, and then, because the animation are more blurry, you gain a certain advantage towards your opponents, and then, it becomes pay-to-win. In the MMO world, the goal that some people, the goal is really, first of all, depending on yourself, but the goal that most people have in general is to be, able to do the raids in the dungeons, and that is all relative. Do you want to be world first? Like, for example, in World of Warcraft, there's a lot of people that praise themselves from being world first or being the best in PvP, but there's nothing you can win by buy-in on Guild Wars 2. Really more about the monetization of time. You can get to the same place as somebody who buys himself at level 80. It's just that you're taking the time to go there, and there's not a curve that you gotta get ahead of and always be there on time. So I think in terms of Guild Wars 2, I don't believe it's pay to win. I think it's buy to play. In the sense of you buy the expansions you want to play. You don't have a subscription. Guild Wars 2 is super easy to get. You can get good pieces of gear in one evening. I don't feel like Guild Wars 2 is a game around the gearing system. I don't think it's a game about, if you compare it to World of Warcraft, having the best stats. I think it's a game about knowing how to do your rotations, knowing how to be able to do the dungeons, and it's more about having the knowledge than having the money or the time to do it. I hope this answers your question regarding if Guild Wars 2 is a pay-to-win game, and I hope that just like me, you're gonna realize that it is not, and that maybe you're gonna come in and try this game for yourself. It's free to play. You don't even have to buy anything to start it, so why not? As always, you can find me at twitch.tv/Tobroko if you want to see more of my Guild Wars 2 content. Otherwise than that, I'm gonna wish you a happy and creamy day. All right, bye.